So when did we go from brushes to power tools? I think this all started when somebody found out that if you have a U magnet and you put your finger at the center of the magnet, it creates this nice sharp line, and that eventually became the velvet effect. Since then, users have found out that if you spin the magnet, you get this really nice concentrated dot, and that becomes the glass bead. Quick shout out to r/Reddit Lacqueristas, all of these ideas came from them. So, now the fun comes from figuring out how to spin a relatively heavy metal magnet on one singular small point. Hence, the machines. Our first category of devices are slower manual contraptions that you have to spin with your hand. Our second category of devices are automatic fast devices, usually things that are attached to some kind of motor, like a Dremel, and somebody attached it to a KitchenAid and a sewing machine, and all of these tend to spin very fast and, not surprisingly, are very dangerous. Our last category of devices highlight our women in STEM. They all require some type of building, whether it's building with Legos or building with rubber bands to make tension. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to be focusing on the other two categories. I've already prepped my nails for testing, but I want to start off with the control. I'll be spinning the magnet on this little doodad for about 60 to 90 seconds. Now moving on to our first contraption, the turntable. Using sticky putty, I'm going to attach my magnet to the center of this turntable and spin it for the same amount of time, 60 to 90 seconds. For consistency's sake, I'm only going to use one layer of nail polish for each of these methods. I'll also be adding top coats, all using their respective methods off camera. For best results, you have to be fast. It is crucial to get your nails painted and on that magnet as soon as possible. I have been waiting this whole time and it is finally here. We are using the drill. These round neodymium magnets are from Amazon and they're pretty strong. They're stronger than they look. I am still exercising an abundance of caution because I don't want the magnet to fly off the drill and into my ribs or my eyes or my face. But I have to admit, this was the most fun method to use. Here are all of the nails together. I really don't see much of a difference, I'll be real. My thumb is the control, the first two fingers were using the turntable, and the last two fingers were using the drill. When comparing them side by side, I really have to admit that the drill was more fun. But you have to be all eyes on deck for that. Whereas if you're using the turntable, I could just turn the magnet and watch a movie, sit down, not pay attention at all. Since doing this takes so long, being able to not think about it was a very strong pro. Luckily, if your bead isn't as strong as you'd like it to be, you can put more layers of nail polish and magnetize those top layers. Since nothing is cured, all of the top layers will re-wet the layer underneath and you have a bit more magnet time. Quick dry top coat to lock it all in is a must, but ultimately all of these methods will eventually lead to diffusion. As is the nature of air dry polish, it's gonna take about a day to fully cure, and during the day the particles just will diffuse. But that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Post edit here, this is my first video, so let me know if there's anything that I need to improve or anything that you particularly liked. Thank you again!